Welcome, everybody, to Episode 5 of the Split Decision Podcast with me, Sam Gell, and my co-host, Aaron Capizzoli. Aaron, we finally made it today, Selection Sunday, and in only 4 days, the March Madness tournament will finally begin, the greatest sporting event of the year. Aaron, what are your thoughts on this marvelous day, and overall your thoughts on this marvelous tournament?
See, it's not just the best sporting event of the year. It's the best sporting event of all time, and I don't really think it's close. I've been waiting for this all year. It's in my birthday month. I'm just so ready for this. I've been waiting all March, and there's so many upsets. There's so many good teams, and I'm excited to make 45 brackets. So basically today, what we're doing is we're just strictly talking about college basketball, and we'll still have the split decision. So those are the only two segments that we'll have today, and we're also bringing on a special guest. So he'll be joining in a few, and we'll make introductions.
We go from Cinderellas, we go to perfect brackets. There's so much stuff that just revolves around this tournament, and it just makes this tournament so special. Here's our special guest, Remy Snock. Remy, what are your thoughts on Selection Sunday and, your overall thoughts and expectations for the upcoming tournament?
Obviously, best sports tournament of the year. Nothing better. I'm really excited to see how it plays out and just thrilled.
Who's your favorite? Who do you think's gonna win it?
I'm really liking Florida.
There we go.
All right. Let's start talking about that now.
Florida and Michigan.
I would say my favorites are Michigan, and honestly, I love Vandy. But I don't think they're gonna win it. But I love Vandy. I like Vandy to the Final Four.
Vandy's great.
Do you guys think, just starting off, because you both said, one seeds are your favorites, do you think that the Final Four will be like last year with 3 to 4 1 seeds all making it?
I really hope not. I really hope not.
I just think
I think
there's such a huge margin in between a one seed and the other teams below the ones. They're just so much more superior than all the other teams.
It's a big. I think some of the 3 and 4 seeds just really aren't that good. I think all the upsets are going to be I like South. Troy has the highest turnover rate in college basketball, but I think Nebraska's not that good. I really don't think they're good. I think they beat Troy, but they're not that good of a team. I also don't think Louisville. I think Louisville's good, but I think South Florida could beat them definitely. I think you have teams like Santa Clara who could beat Kentucky. These guys these teams that are household names every year aren't as good this year, and I think there's a lot of knockoff opportunities, especially with
a team like Penn after what we saw today with Power having 45 points. I feel like they could easily put down a team like Illinois.
I think they can take. I don't think Illinois is that good. I think Illinois is one of the most fraudulent teams. I think they're great. I think they're going to make it to the Sweet 16. But I think you see such inconsistency out of that team that it's are they really as good as they are? Are they really that 3 seed? I don't know. And then you see teams like North Carolina and Texas Tech, who we know that they're great teams. They're missing their star players, so that hurts the chances of I think VCU beats North Carolina, but I don't think VCU would beat Illinois. So I think it's kind of a situation like that. If North Carolina is fully healthy, that I think North Carolina fully healthy beats Illinois. So that takes the chance to that kind of messes up the higher seeds going to it. But yeah, the 1 seeds being Duke, Florida, Michigan, and Arizona. Those are 4 teams that should make it to the Final Four, but I don't think all of them will. I only think some of them will.
I think if you look at the regions somehow, and I'm happy about this, Duke, just from first glance, their region is the hardest, and Duke is the number 1 overall seed. So I think that could definitely give them problems, especially with their injuries. So I think out of all the 4 1 seeds, Duke is first of all most banged up. And they have the hardest region. So if you combine those together, that doesn't usually result to great success. But yeah,
I think they're a significantly worse team than they were last year. I think.
Yeah.
Just from watching them, yes, they may still have the 5-star recruits that they all have, but they don't really have much guard depth with Caleb Foster out. Like, I don't see them really
Is he?
making a
What's his
push for the
injury again?
championship. Foot, ankle,
Is he
something.
out? Is he out for all March?
He should.
Indefinitely,
He
which
might be
most
back.
likely.
There's like a slight
Maybe by the
chance.
Final Four,
Yeah.
but definitely not not these next 2 weekends, that for sure.
I think even looking at a team like Duke, like they could lose in the round of the 32 or the Sweet 16 easily against a team like Ohio State or St. John's.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think that Ohio State is a great basketball team, and I don't think. I don't think
Bruce
that
Thornton.
they are. What? What'd you say?
Bruce Thornton is
yeah.
the baller.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think they're just as good as Louisville, and they should be the 7th seed. They're definitely better than UCLA, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think they have a tough matchup with TCU. I think TCU is a good basketball team, but I think they'll win. So,
Yeah.
but I think Duke either loses in the second round or the Sweet 16. I think Ohio State and St. John's could both beat them, especially without Foster.
Yeah.
I think St. John's knocks them off. That's my prediction for my bracket.
I definitely think overall, this won't be as chalked as last year's. Like last year's NIL, people were saying, "Oh, March Madness will never be back to the Cinderellas." I don't think this year. I think this year there definitely will be Cinderellas. Just of how the drop off from 1 seed to like 2 seed is insane. Any 2 seed, I think this year could possibly fall in the first round, and I don't really think that's outrageous to say with how much worse they are than the 1 seeds. Why do you think that's outrageous? Like an Idaho team could definitely knock off a Houston team.
I'm looking at this UConn Furman game, and I think Furman could kill UConn. UConn's
Dude,
so overrated.
I agree with that. I honestly think Furman's a good team, tallest team in college basketball. They're in the tournament.
Yeah.
They have their best player averages, I think 17.7. I think it was. Yeah, I'm checking that right now. But they're a good team, and we saw it with Virginia. The coaching is great. They know how to knock off a team now. Like it's not like they don't have experience in the tournament like Tennessee State and Queens. Like 17.7. I was right. Alex Wilkins. He's a good basketball player, and I think they could beat them, but I don't think they will. But I think they could beat them. I think Dan Hurley would never let UConn lose in the first round. It just wouldn't happen. But I think they're overrated. I don't think they're that good. I think they lose to Michigan State.
Yeah.
In the Sweet 16. So what is a team that you guys think is sneaky to the Final Four? Sneaky to the Final Four, or like a little run, like something like, let's say like a 6 or 7 seed, like a team that can make a run.
Miami
isn't expected to.
Miami.
You think Miami can make a run?
Like
I have Miami.
I think that Miami has a really easy their 2 seed game against Purdue.
Yeah, I don't think that's great.
They're not. They're very inconsistent. And then even going to like the Sweet 16, they'd play Gonzaga, BYU, that area. I really think Miami could make a run.
Yeah, I agree.
I think.
I mean, looking at my Final Four, I don't have a 1 seed in it. I have 1 seed in it.
What's the Final Four?
Yeah, let's hear it.
In my Final Four. Oh, you want to hear the Final Four?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Michigan versus Arkansas and St. John's versus Houston.
So you're going for the more experienced teams, I say.
Yeah.
I think Arkansas is so good. I think Arkansas might be my favorite to win it. I think they should be a 2 seed. They're better than UConn. They're better than Purdue. It's just because they caught fire at the end of the season. More like they at the start off they were a little slow. Acuff wasn't but Acuff is, I think, a top 5 player in college basketball.
Oh, easy. He's top 3.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Boozer,
DeStanza,
DeStanza, and Peterson. I'd rather have.
I'm not taking Peterson still. I know you guys are going to hate me on that. But
okay.
After watching the SEC tournament, yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, Remy, I really like the Miami shout. I think they're really dangerous, especially with the first-year head coach, nothing to lose. But honestly, as much as I don't want to say, I think the Kentucky Wildcats could make a run. I know their record might not be as good, but
Are you
whenever you
serious?
see a whenever you see a blue blood in this kind of tournament, they always kind of have that magic. I'm not someone that's superstitious.
I have them
I
losing.
think they could lose first round. Yeah.
I have them losing in the first round of Santa Clara.
They could lose first round, yet if you look at their region, I'd say they're probably in the easiest out of the four. So
Well, yeah, but then they go Iowa State second round.
No way that's the easiest. That's not the hardest, but it's not the easiest. Michigan, Iowa State, Virginia.
We'll look at all the other ones. I'd rather play Iowa State more than I'd want to play.
Maybe you're right. I would not. I would not. I would rather. I'd rather be in Florida's division.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that. Actually,
on the bottom of Florida's division.
Yeah.
But still, I think Kentucky is getting overlooked. They're not getting as much attention as the 7th seed, especially a blue blood, as they should. Who knows? Final Four. Of course, I don't think they're winning the national championship, but possibly a Final Four run is possible. But
yeah, it is very possible. I mean, I think I'm giving a little too much, because I'm looking at my thing and I have Houston to the championship, and I don't really like Houston that much, because I don't. It's a very hard bracket to make this year. Very, very difficult.
It is. There's a lot of even games.
Houston has a lot of experience with Tugler and Sharp coming back.
Yeah.
I think they could definitely make a run.
Then again, it is very hard to get to back-to-back. But
yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be biased here. One of my Elite Eight teams is Gonzaga. I think they have an easier schedule because, I think BYU will be a struggle because that's also a defensive team, but it's also, I don't know. I think that without Dibansa, they're not that good, and if we can stop Dibansa, then I think we win easy, and we have the best defensive team in college basketball. And then I have Miami beating Purdue, so I think Gonzaga would beat Miami, and then I think they would lose in the Elite Eight to either Arkansas or Arizona, but they wouldn't lose to Wisconsin, Utah State, Villanova, whoever ends up coming.
Yeah.
But I have them losing to Arkansas in the Elite Eight. That's for me, though.
And is Braden Huff back?
Yes. Not yet. He's not, but I think he should play Kennesaw State game, but it's not clear. It's not 100% yet.
So if he plays that, I'd give you guys a much better shot.
If he plays, I think if he plays, I think we make it to the Final Four.
He's a freshman, right?
No.
Oh, he's
Junior.
a transfer. What is he?
No, he's been here for 3 years. He's junior.
Oh, but I don't know. Like with him, you guys were very good. Without him, you guys were still solid. But once again, your conference is not the strongest. But
3 teams.
congratulations on 3 teams making it this year. That's a shocker.
Yeah, there's not much you can say. 3 teams made it, so say what you want, but.
Remy, is there any?
And none of them are lower than 10 seed. So,
Remy,
I
do you think there's any double-digit seed that you think could possibly make the second weekend Sweet 16?
I like this Akron team. I feel like they have a very good first round matchup against Texas Tech without Toppin.
Mm-hmm.
Then say they play Alabama. I think there could definitely be an upset there.
Yeah. They got a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
It's definitely scary.
Yeah. I'm checking it right now, and it says Braden Huff is doubtful to return, but he's jogging and shooting in practice.
That's good.
But.
So. Yeah, I don't know. Double-digit seeds are... This year, there's some sneaky ones, but I don't see a 12 seed and below making a run, really.
I think VCU could make a run.
VCU
I like that a lot.
Especially against North Carolina. Caleb Wilson. Then they play
Illinois.
Illinois.
I think
Very inconsistent Illinois team, yeah.
You know who else is pretty good
Illinois,
too?
Sorry, what were you saying?
I think McNeese They have experience. I don't know if they get over
No.
Vanderbilt, that'd be impressive. I think they could make the second weekend if that confidence of beating
I think
Vanderbilt.
there's no chance they beat Vandy. I
Van
honestly, I
Vandy's
don't. Yeah,
ridiculously good. Very good defensively too.
yeah, Vandy's
Troy
really
could
good.
beat Nebraska. Like Nebraska's never won a tournament game in their history.
I think Troy could if they lock in, but I don't see them locking in. I don't.
But yeah,
I think they're a team that is too. I mean, they're a very, very, very fast paced team. So if they get hot, that's good, but it also causes a lot of turnovers. And when you're playing a good defensive team like Nebraska, I mean, Nebraska's not an amazing defensive team, but they're still a good defensive team, and a team that has played way better competition and they know how to defend the star players. I think that fast pace and turnover really hurts you. Like,
Yeah.
it's just something that hurts you.
but
So I think
yeah.
Nebraska shouldn't be a sec. If they, I'm looking at the other four seeds. And they play worse competition, so I think they're the most likely to get knocked off by their 13 seed. Right? I mean, you have Hawaii, who isn't great. You have Cal Baptist, who I've never heard of. You have Hofstra, who's good. But I think if they were to play Hofstra, they would lose. But Hofstra's not beating Bama.
Yeah, I
So,
don't see
I mean,
that.
I don't see that happen. I think Phylon is the best shooter in college basketball.
I also think SMU is a very good team. If they beat Miami, Ohio, they could.
I
Rudy
agree.
Miller,
I think
yeah.
if they beat Miami, Ohio, they beat what is it? They play
Uh,
Tennessee, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
Tennessee.
think
Yeah,
Boopy Miller is really good.
yeah. I have that in my bracket.
Mm.
If we're able to see that game in person, SMU versus Tennessee, that'd be an electric one.
Be great.
That would be amazing. Oh yeah. So we should say that we are us three together
Mm.
with some of our other friends are going to see the March Madness games in Philly.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
I'm
very
We don't know
excited.
what games we're
very,
watching
very,
yet, but
very excited.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
we don't
excited.
know which
First
ones
time
we're
for
going to.
everyone, so it'll be cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, honestly, do you think there's any snubs? Do you think Auburn or a team like Oklahoma should have made it over?
I think Auburn
don't
should have
know.
made it. I do think Auburn should have made it.
I think Auburn should have made it over a team like Texas.
Yeah, I don't think
I
Texas is
think
good.
losing to
think
Ole Miss first round of the SEC tournament
I mean,
hurt
we're
them a lot.
acting. I mean, I'm just saying, Ole Miss did beat Georgia and Alabama. So I mean, I think that's why they made it. If Ole
Yeah.
Miss would have lost to Georgia, they wouldn't have made it.
Mm.
But then Ole Miss went on a run, which really helped them.
Yeah.
So
I think also Auburn maybe should have made it, but if you're one game over 500, no matter who you're playing and what you're doing, that's not a tournament team in my opinion. You have to be at least 2 to 3 games over, because then you're basically winning game, losing game, winning a game, losing a game, and that's not what you're gonna want in March Madness. You're gonna want to win
Yeah.
at least like 3 games.
Yeah.
So like I don't think a team like that deserves to get in. And I'm glad the committee didn't
yeah,
put him in.
I guess that's fair. I feel like there's some throwaway games, like I think UCLA versus UCF. That's a bracket buster. Like that. Both those
Yeah.
teams I think are just not really that good.
Mm.
I think UCLA is the most inconsistent team in college basketball. They either like are within 2 points of like the best team, or they're losing by 45. I just don't think they're that good. I mean, I think I don't know if I'm saying this right. Billadow or whatever. Billadow. He's really good. Donovan Dent's great, but I think UCF is a better all around team. I think Themis Folks is really good. So it's just a better team.
I think I
But
want to give a shout out. Can I say something? I want
Yeah,
to give a
say it.
shout out. So last night in the WAC tournament, California Baptist won, and they're a 14 seed in this tournament. I think they have the new Case and Edwards and what's his name, Dominique Daniels Jr. That guy ended the game on a 10-0 run by himself, really, and kind of took over. And he's averaging 23 a game. And for them to be a 14 seed, who knows? He could take over, get the spotlight, like maybe a Jack Golke type guy. They were 14
Yeah,
seed. And
I
ended up
agree.
beating
I
Kentucky.
think I kind of forgot about Cal Baptist, but I think I don't know much about them. I know Dominique Daniels
Daniels.
is a
Daniels, yeah.
yeah. Dominique Daniels is a good player. I've heard about him, but the rest of their team I don't know. So, and I know way more about Kansas, and I know that Darren Peterson is one of the best players in college basketball. So, I don't know. But Kansas, Kentucky, those are the teams that get knocked out. Those are the teams that get
Yeah.
knocked out. It's just like, it's Virginia, Kansas, and Kentucky are always the teams that are getting upset.
I thought if Virginia was to win yesterday, then they could possibly be a 2 seed, and then you see Furman over there. That
Oh.
could have gave Virginia heart attacks.
Yeah.
So I think Virginia's pretty glad that they're not playing Furman again.
Yeah, imagine that twice. That would have been insane.
It'd be insane.
I feel like all these
But-
8-9 games are also very close. Like
Yeah.
toss-ups. Like there's not like a clear better team in any of them.
Yeah.
I
And-
feel like a lot of the 7-10 seed games are like all the 2 seeds are so legit. I don't think St. Mary's or Texas A&M have a chance of beating Houston. I don't think Kentucky or Santa Clara have a chance of beating Iowa State. I think Miami or Missouri have a chance of beating Purdue. That's the only one though. I don't think UCLA or UCF would beat UConn. I don't see any of that happening. I think that the 2 seeds, I think, Sammy, you said they're not good. I would disagree. I think Purdue, UConn, I think Iowa State, Houston are all great teams who have experience. Like, I think every single one of those teams, except for Iowa State, maybe has been in the Final Four in the past 5 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're
Right?
right.
Yeah.
Houston made it last year. Purdue made it 3 years
UConn
ago.
went back to back.
Yeah.
UConn went back to back. I mean, I just think this is a team stacked of great coaching and I can't see Dan Hurley not making it to the Sweet 16 because I haven't seen it I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah.
So
I mean, last
wasn't
year
saying-
against Florida, but
Yeah,
even that
when-
was
But that's
that-
Florida.
that
Like
was a
Florida
really-
was
was that-
insane last year.
that was a really good game too. Like
was that the
It
round of
was.
32?
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Sweet 16. All right, my bad. But I mean, that was an amazing game.
Yeah. I didn't really say they were bad. I was just saying the drop off. Like I don't see 1 seed or 1 16 seed even coming close to 1 seed. I think possibly one of these 15 seeds could come close to a 2 seed. So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think. I don't think. I think there's a small chance it happens because of the drop off, kind of.
I
But-
think UConn
Yeah.
is
The-
definitely
also-
the worst 2 seed. Easily.
Yeah.
Really?
I
wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't disagree with that.
Well, let me hear your reasoning for that. Why do you say that? What makes you say that?
They lost to Creighton this year. They lost to, I'm pretty sure, Marquette. Like 2 really easy games that they should have won. I feel like they could be upset easily by a team like Furman or UCF or UCLA in the round of 64 or round of 32.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I just don't think Dan Hurley's the best coach in college basketball. So, I mean, can we talk about Queen's University? That's just such a cool story. Like they were not in D1 basketball last year. This is their first year eligible for D1 March Madness, and now they're in their 15 seed in March Madness. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think that's
It is.
such a cool story. Really is.
I saw like the school had like 1,600 students enrolled there today. It's it's crazy.
That's insane.
I know.
It's less than a high
Like
school.
it's stories like this. Like if they make a run, it will be like say they have even a Sweet 16 run. I think it's the best run in college basketball. Like
And I think that's what's
a story.
That's what's so
Yeah, a
special
story
about March
like that
Madness,
sets
these
it up.
stories.
Yeah, it's like stories like this. Like I've been doing they don't have a single player averaging 15, but yet they're still good. They're a deep team, and I think they could beat Purdue. But I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I think they could, and I think that's an upset you would see.
And I think also, like, Remy, going back to those 8-9 games you said, we saw a stat. The 9 seed beats the 8 seed more than 50% of the time. So I think, and that's always usually the first game to end in March Madness, and that's always usually ending the majority of perfect brackets,
Yeah.
which makes March Madness so hard to predict because of how, for example, that happens. But Yeah,
Who do you have in
I'm
those eight
excited.
nine games?
In the 8-9
I
games,
I think Ohio State
yeah,
wins
Okay.
I
for
think
sure.
I think Ohio State is my sneaky team to the Elite
Mm,
Eight, but I don't think they will. But I think they're a sneaky team to make it that far.
yeah.
I think they lose the Duke in the round of 32, but I
Hmm.
think they're my like.
I
I would
think
not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if they're in the Sweet 16 or Elite Eight.
Mm,
I think a team like Utah State could beat Villanova for sure because Villanova
yeah.
doesn't have much size, and
Yeah, no,
Utah State's coming off a
Nova.
conference championship.
I love seeing Nova back in it, and I think Nova's
Mm,
a great
Yeah.
team, and they're so fun to watch. But I think that Tyler Perkins and like some of these guys don't get the job done scoring wise, and you have a
Hmm.
guy like MJ Collins on Utah State and Mason Felslev. They're both averaging 15 plus, and no player on Villanova is averaging 15 plus. That's like a huge scoring differential. So I think that gives Utah State a huge advantage.
and
Yeah.
Hodge being hurt for Villanova
Yeah,
definitely hurts them with
yeah, it
rebounding
does.
and
For
size.
sure.
Yeah, it does hurt a
Hmm.
lot.
I'm really excited to
Don't they have
see the
another?
8-9
Is it
games
just
too.
Hodge that's out? Don't they have
Uh,
another
Yeah,
guy
for
that's out?
now.
I'm pretty sure he's the only guy. I don't know though. That's the only one I'm aware of.
That I think they really need a Caden Lewis to ball out because like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he might not stay next year. So I mean, I think this is his year. Like I could see a huge like breakout tournament for him because like
Mm.
this could possibly be his last year and he could get drafted. So I
Hmm.
think he wants his stock to rise, and I could see Villanova doing good. I just don't think they beat Utah State. I think Utah State's
Yeah.
just a better all around team.
I'm excited to see Bennett Sturts back in March Madness. We saw him with Drake last year, upsetting Missouri, I'm pretty sure,
Mm.
as the 11th
Mm-hmm.
seed. And now back with the better team with Iowa. He's really taken on a role going from the MVC to the Big Ten, and he's really performed. He's averaging around 19 points a game. And especially March Madness, all eyes are going to be on him. Especially,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think that he could really be a big impact player and kind of carry Iowa to a win in their first game for sure.
He's a great
I
all
mean,
around player. He does
yeah,
like all the small
Yeah.
things. Really.
Hmm.
I think they
Yeah.
can easily beat Clemson and then put up a good
I
fight
think the
against Florida.
I think the problem with
Yeah.
Iowa is like Tavian Banks is good, but like you look at other teams, like I mean obviously they're not on the same level, but like Illinois and all these teams, they're just like they're deeper. Like
Mm.
Ohio State, the reason they won the Ohio State ended up beating Iowa in that game is because guys like even like Devin Royal and like Bynum, they did
Mm.
their job and they had more points. Like Tilly had 16, Thornton had 24, Mobley had 14. I'm not sure how much he had, but like it's like no one on Iowa really stepped up. You just have Sturts with 17. No, I don't think anyone else had 10. Like that's the problem. You don't have
Yeah.
a lot of guys that are coming like that step up when it matters. Like in
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ohio State, you have a bunch of guys that are going to go out there and get you 10 points. And I don't think Iowa has that. I think it's kind of just Sturts. And I think that's the reason that
Yeah.
they are going to lose early. But I think they're a good team and they could definitely make a run, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Who do you
But I
guys
do
think's like
I think.
the biggest
Wait,
bracket
go.
buster, like player this year? Who do you think's gonna be that guy? Like a Jack Golke type of guy and just take over March.
Dominique. I
Yeah,
think it's
Dominic
Dominique
Daniels is a good one.
Daniels. I think he's
Yeah.
just the way he plays is just like NBA. He's an NBA type player, and he
Mm.
doesn't get the recognition because he's at a smaller school. Yet he's top 10 in points per game in college basketball. I think all eyes are gonna see what he can do this season or this March Madness, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Mm.
fair. I mean, I would say I think I watched so much VCU this year, or not this year, like recently. Terrence Hill is so good. He's really fun to watch. He's averaging 15 a game. He's real. I think they could definitely make a run. VCU is a great all around team. I don't know if you could call it a bracket buster per se, but I do think they have a chance to beat Arizona if they beat Nova. I think MJ Collins is really that good in Utah State, and they could knock off Arizona. They could. I
Yeah.
don't think they will, but I think if they play in that when they play in that second round, if they play in that second round, I think it's a 85-82 game. I think it's a way closer game than people would think.
Remy, who would you say?
Yeah, who would you say?
Um, I like this Johnston kid at a High Point. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a really, really good shooter.
You
You
had you
see,
had you like them over Wisconsin?
like I think they could put up a really good fight against Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Really
I mean,
good,
High Point like doesn't really get their flowers. What did they lost to Purdue like a
like
couple years
five.
ago by
I think
by
it was last
5
year, by
last year.
5. Yeah.
Like they're a good team. They're a good
Mhm.
program. Like Terry Anderson's a great player. Like there's a bunch of guys that go out there and they do good. They're a good team. What'd you say his name? Is it Chase Johnson you're talking about?
Yeah, he shoots 49% from three, and when you just see
It's
those
insane.
guys who just shoot from three, they really can take over
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
And he's not even their best player. Like you have it's not like you have Fletcher, Anderson, like they have a very good, and I forget their other guard's name. I'm not sure what his name is. Their other
I don't remember.
I forget his name, but yeah, but they have Fletcher and Anderson and Johnston, who are all guys that can step up. And I mean we saw them lose to JMU. Wisconsin is not good in March. They're just not. They really.
Not
But
the
I
best.
think like when they had AJ Store, that was something. But I think Boyd and Blackwell are on such a different level of competition, and watching them play this year has been unreal. They're such an incredible team to watch, and I don't think Boyd and Blackwell are getting their flowers. It's by
No.
far, in my opinion, the best backcourt in college basketball.
100%.
I'm really excited to
Yeah.
see that Wisconsin Arkansas game if they both make it out.
That would be great.
That guard
That'd
play in
be
that game
great.
is
I mean, you saw a
That's
stretch for Wisconsin.
NBA.
You saw a stretch from Wisconsin where they beat Michigan, Illinois, Michigan, Illinois twice, Michigan State, Purdue, and then they lose to Michigan in the best game I've ever watched. That is my favorite college basketball game conference. It was unreal.
Yeah.
Rapp went what, 12 straight points of just making threes.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
unreal. And I think for Michigan, they really need Lendenborg to step up. He has not been he's not been doing what they need out of him. For a team that is so deep and they still need scoring, like he's just not doing what he should be doing. He had 20 today, but a lot of it is coming like I don't know. I'm talking more about the Wisconsin game, where he just didn't show up until he hit the buzzer. He hit the game-winning shot, but he's not showing up the whole game when they need him to. But that being said, I do think Michigan wins it all. That's my team to win it. So I'm saying this, but for them to win it, they need Lendenborg on his A game.
yeah.
I think. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say another guy like on Michigan is very inconsistent and they need him to play really good is Cadeau.
Yeah.
He shoots very inefficiently.
He's been bad. He's been shooting
Yeah.
awfully. But his assists helped him so much. He just had 10 assists at Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
I know that didn't lead to a win, but it was a close game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Before we
I
go
think-
to the
I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
finish
how
up.
good Michigan's forward game is. Mara, Johnson
Yeah.
Jr., Lendenborg.
Yeah.
they definitely have
Alright.
size, which is going to be big. But before we go to the split decision, I just want to give a shout out to the story that Miami, Ohio, to go undefeated,
Yeah.
31-0. I know they lost in the conference championship, but to go 31-0 in any college basketball regular season, no matter what conference you're in, it's really like we rarely ever see that. And for them to make it into the tournament, I'm glad they made it in.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see them play, even if it's just
I
one
want
game.
to see them play against a real team.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was originally someone who was like, oh yeah, they're if they lose they don't make it, and I kind of bought into that. But like, if it was so easy, why do you not see teams like Western Michigan? Why you don't see any other
Yeah.
teams going 31-0? It's not like that's not an easy feat. It doesn't matter if it's high school basketball. Like going 31-0 is ridiculous. Like that's just insane. Like teams like Wright State and Tennessee State, their divisions are awful. But if it was so awful, it's still D1 basketball. You're not seeing teams go 31-0. So I mean I think they should have made it, and I'm happy that they are getting their recognition. But they still have to beat SMU. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see that game.
I'm happy they made it over a team like Auburn because like we've seen Auburn like get their chances against these big schools and they've lost. But I'd like to see Miami, Ohio get a chance against a big ACC school like
Yeah.
SMU and see if they can produce.
Yeah.
All right, so are we gonna move on to split decisions?
Yeah, you want to explain it, Aaron?
I would like to start off because I have a hot one. And all right, Florida is the most overrated team in college basketball. They won't make it past the Sweet 16, and I can name 15 teams better than them.
Go ahead.
And that is, I disagree 100%.
Terrible.
All right, you want to hear them all?
That is awful.
Awful.
They're my
You
championship
guys want to
pick.
count it?
Yeah.
No. I don't like them at all. Duke, better. Arizona, better. Michigan, better. Iowa State, better. Houston, better. Purdue, better. Gonzaga, better. Illinois, better. Virginia, better. Michigan State, better. Kansas is better. Vanderbilt's better. St. John's is better. UConn is better. And there, I'll put them at 15.
Aaron, you want me to tell you something?
That's just terrible.
Aaron, you want me to tell you something? The second you said one team is better than them, that's when I stopped caring about that take. Because they're the best
team in college
I think
basketball.
they are the best team in college basketball. They're getting.
You guys are crazy.
That is
Get
not.
outta
They're the
here.
defending champs. They have Hawk and they have Condon coming
Condon,
back
yeah.
for another year. Their guard play's been better. Especially in March, when you have that experience, that depth,
Their guard play
you're going to
is
make it far.
Their guard play is so ridiculously inefficient. They not inefficient. Sorry, inconsistent.
They've stepped up throughout the year though. Boogie Fland,
Yeah.
Xavier Lee, they've both stepped up heavily.
Xavier
Yeah.
Lee either has 2 points or 12.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so inconsistent.
But he's been
just proved my
scoring
point.
more 12 than he has 2 recently.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, he's been
Yeah, he
better
finished the
recently.
season averaging 12, but I think they're overrated. I think their forward play isn't good either. I think Condon and Ha are really good, but I think that
What
they're
about
inconsistent
Shinyolu?
too. I think.
Yeah, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the country. They're huge.
Yeah, this is outrageous, Aaron.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them lose in the Sweet 16. That's not happening.
I've been saying this since they've like. I think you guys have both heard me say this. It's just not. I don't like them, and I don't see. I see them losing to Vandy in the Sweet 16. That's who I had them losing to, and I had Vandy beating Florida in the game, and I'll stay on that. So there we go.
Well, I hope you're right, but I doubt it.
Why would you hope I'm right? Then I would prove you wrong, and I would never let you hear the end of it.
Because as a friend, I hope you're right, but it's just not happening. I'm
Okay.
trying to be sincere, you know? Alright,
Yeah, but
here's mine. My first one is, there will never, ever be a perfect bracket ever created. Never. In the history of March Madness and existence, never.
I mean,
I agree. That's why they give you a trip. That's why they give you a trip to Mars. Like it's literally you get like a trillion. That's in real. Yeah, I agree.
obviously like, everyone thinks it's gonna happen and it's gonna be them going into the year, and then you lose 60% of the games in the first round. You're just
realistically, no one ever thinks it's like I've never been fully confident.
I think I'm
in my first
perfect
round.
every year.
I have confidence.
I
I'm
have
like,
so much
what are the
confidence going
odds?
in.
No.
This year, though, I'm actually lost. Like, I think this is one of the first years where I feel like even if there was the slightest of chances, there's no shot I get it this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
It's just like
there's no shot.
There's so many even games. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And there's so many, like, I think I already said this, there's so many throwaway games. Like, UCF and UCLA is such a, like, anyway game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that could just literally go anyway.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I would say my take, Duke is the worst 1 seed this year, 100%.
Wow.
Agree.
Wow.
hundred
Wow.
percent.
Wow.
Agree.
Wow. I
All right,
disagree
Remy, explain.
entirely.
Someone disagrees.
Um,
I mean, obviously we know I disagree after I just went off on saying how Florida's not that good.
Caleb Foster being out for probably all of March Madness. They would need Caden Boozer to step up heavily. He hasn't proved himself yet. I just don't think they're a great team. I think
Hmm.
Arizona is way better, has way more experience.
I just don't see
Michigan,
what you guys see in Florida. I really don't see it. I just I hear what everyone says. I just don't.
Experience, I'm telling
And
you.
after
yeah.
they just lost by 20 to. I'm sorry. I just can't hear. I can't hear the Florida love. I just don't.
Yeah, but
Are you guys watching their Are you guys watching their turnovers?
Florida's? They had one
Yeah.
bad game against a
Yeah.
very good Vanderbilt team.
One of the best
But-
defensive
Oh, if you look,
defenses.
they were on an 11-game win streak before that. So
Yeah.
they were possibly before that Vanderbilt game, they were in conversations like current day as the best team in college basketball at the moment. So I think one bad game, they're not out of the tournament. They're still a 1 seed. It was conference tournament. Doesn't mean as much.
Obviously,
And
they're
I think
not
they'll
out
be
of the
perfect.
tournament. I still think they should be like a 4 seed, but I don't think they should be a 1 seed.
A 4.
A
Yeah.
4 seed. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think they're a 1 seed. I'm
The
gonna
only-
stick on it. I'm gonna stay on that.
The
I'm not
only
gonna- I'm
2
not-
seed that competes with
Get
them
him,
is
Shannon.
Houston.
Are you joking, bro?
No other.
BYU could beat them.
No.
No,
No.
BYU could beat them, but I don't
No.
think it would happen.
Oh,
There's
I
no
forgot to
way.
mention. Did I mention Michigan State? They're all better.
Yeah, you did actually.
They're all better.
But you said Virginia was better. Every single 15 the 15 teams before you said Florida are not better. So,
Yeah.
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 All right, and I want to hear your second one because your first
You wanna
one
hear
was
my second one?
blasphemy. Yeah, let me hear it.
I think this year is going to be the most entertaining March Madness of all time. Purely not Cinderella runs, purely off entertainment value. How good the games are.
I agree.
I mean,
Because there's so many
Yeah.
even games.
yeah.
If we're
I
going
think
off entertainment.
I've never had such a difficulty choosing my bracket. I'm usually like, all right, this team's gonna win. I think Arkansas could win. I think UConn could win. I think Purdue could win. I think literally any team could make a run and win it. No team has proven themselves enough to be standout chosen on my bracket. For me, at least. No team
Yeah.
is like, hey, I'm gonna win it. It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Choose
because
me.
even the
I just
one
don't think
seeds,
there's any team like that.
like if you get down to the 1 seeds, every 1 seed could win it. So there's not like one solidified overall best team this season. That's what I
Yeah.
think is going to make it so entertaining, like you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Here's my take. So St. Peter's made it to the Elite Eight. No team seeded 13 or higher in the next 30 years will make it to the Sweet 16.
I strongly
Maybe
disagree.
a 12 seed.
I strongly disagree.
I think there's a
Do you wanna
team
hear my-
this year could make like a
Yeah,
run like that.
yeah. That's ridiculous.
Do you want to hear my reasoning?
I'd
Wait,
love
wait.
to.
Can I hear your question one more time? You said 13 plus seed in the next 15 years.
30 years,
30.
he said.
30 years. Wow, that's ridiculous.
And I'm
Alright,
not
let's
saying
hear
there
your
could still be Cinderellas with the 12, but the reason I say this is 3 letters, NIL. And I understand that these like teams like Arizona, Duke, North Carolina have all this NIL. If you look at these other teams like Queens, for example, Hawaii, for example, they're not getting a fraction of the amount of money that all these other teams are getting, which means they're getting less players, not getting as many transfers or people that want to come to their school because they all want to go to these big schools offering them money. And I think, and it really doesn't add chemistry because say you have a freshman, right, at Hawaii, solid season, 15 points a game, they're going to get money from a big powerhouse. And
Yeah.
Hawaii won't have enough money to like counter that. That's why I think like I said, like no 13 seed or higher in the next 30 years unless they change the NIL. It's going to really make a big run.
I just think it's March. Anything can happen, so I think it definitely will happen.
I if you said that the reason I clarified 15 is because if you said 15 years, I could partially agree, because and I also don't think NIL is like I think people give it too much hate. I don't think it's awful. I think it's I think
No, I
obviously
don't
it
think
hurts it
it's
a little bit. I still think you see a lot of these schools like South Florida, like Miami, Ohio is gonna get so much money now after this season.
no, yeah,
Like
they will.
it's gonna help. Like you see Gonzaga like 25, 30 years ago, they were still a good program, but before Mark Few came, their NIL was minimal, and now they're the one of the biggest programs in college basketball. So you could see that happen to any team. That could happen. Like I mean, John Stockton went there to Gonzaga, and then they tried. They're like, oh wow, we could actually be a good program. Let's make it good. You could see that happen to something like Miami, Ohio, or say if Kennesaw State beats Gonzaga, or like something like that. You could see this be like, oh, maybe we have a future in basketball, and we should put some money in it. And that's something I can
Yeah,
see happening. So I fully disagree on that statement. Do you know what can happen in
I
30 years? I'm gonna say it one more time with Gonzaga. They get Mark Few, and they went 26, now 27 straight years of March Madness. Anything can happen, and
I
I don't
understand
think
that.
I
But
yeah
if they
I
don't change this rule about the money and whatever, these players are becoming so greedy. They're basically becoming free agents. Like I'm seeing these people, they're like, "Oh, I just signed a new contract like it's free agency, but it's in college. There shouldn't be contracts like that." Like back in the like before 2022, we were seeing teams like St. Peter's, teams like UMBC make marvelous runs cuz they were Cinderellas and they just had that grit. There weren't those
hey
greedy players that there are
yeah
now. And I
I
just
think
think, yeah.
you're trying to argue the wrong point. Me and Remy are not saying that you're wrong about
Mhm.
NIL, how NIL is bad, but to say that even to the Sweet 16, a 13 seed won't like. No, I disagree.
I just think
I
the
think in the
talent,
net
it's just
and
like
the,
there's
what
such a
you're
drop
saying,
off now.
you're saying if they don't make a change, I think within the next 30 years there will be a slight change to NIL.
Yeah,
Mm.
then you can change it. I don't if without a change the next 30 years for sure. I don't think there will be one. Now if there is a change, that
Well,
number will definitely
if
go
you
down. But
specified without a change, then yes, I'll agree with you. Then no 13, but you didn't say that. So
oh,
I just think
ask the question right or don't ask it at all.
it's
okay,
two
okay.
games to win to make it to the Sweet 16. All it takes is two games, and
Yeah.
you're in the Sweet
Yeah,
16. It's definitely
I'm not saying
possible.
they couldn't win one game. I just think two's a lot tougher because you're always going to play a much tougher opponent.
Mhm.
Well, even if a 13 beats a 4, then they seed up against a 12. Maybe they could seed up against a 12 who beats a 5, and it's just I think it'll happen in the next 10 years, I think.
Yeah, 10 to 15 years.
Um
Okay, but yeah. I mean,
my
what's your second and last one?
uh Loyola Chicago is the greatest Cinderella run in March Madness history.
That's not true. I take
Uh,
St. Peter's over them.
Uh they made it to the final
15
four.
seed making it.
They made it to the final four. I mean, the atmosphere was just incredible. Sister Jean, I feel like every single game was just down to the wire, buzzer beater. It was just great. And I just think it
I think
easily.
they're yeah. I think they're top two. I just think if you look at St. Peter's, the way a 15 seed never made it past the Sweet 16, and for them to make it to the Elite Eight, it's just something we've never seen before. We saw a team seeded like you or not like Loyola make it to the Final Four before. We never saw what St. Peter's did, and I think that's just why I choose St. Peter's
all
over
right.
them. But it's close.
Oh, it's so close for me. I personally think it's VCU.
In 2011,
Yeah, because
yeah.
to be a first four team, they weren't even a lock to make the tournament. Like they were, and then they go to the final four. That's unreal. Like I mean, I don't. I think it's VCU. I think it's VCU.
I just I just like remember watching Loyola Chicago, so it's definitely a little bit of biased and just how like
Yeah,
incredible it was.
I'm going off non bias. But if I'm including bias, Loyola Chicago was the greatest. It was the greatest thing ever. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
trying as little as I can to just use the stats and like but Loyola Chicago and St. Peter's and even Oakland were just so fun for me to watch, and I just
yeah,
enjoyed it. And even NC State. NC State was so fun to watch.
That
yeah.
was
Like
with
DJ
DJ Burns.
Burns.
That was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
watching NC State ruin my bracket, I didn't even care. I was like, take my bracket. I don't take my bracket. I just want to see DJ Burns lift this
Yeah.
fucking trophy up.
Yeah,
So, but
but yeah.
Do you guys think
Yeah.
a 16 seed will like ever like win in the next 50 years?
over the
A team.
one
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think these
in the
teams
next
could definitely
50,
win a game.
in the next 50, yeah. In the next 25, no.
It's
Yeah,
close.
yeah. Like for there to be
Fairleigh Dickinson was the first
FDU
one
and
ever,
UMBC
right?
to do it.
No,
UMBC.
UMBC against Virginia.
Yo, UMBC
But there's
over
only been
Virginia.
there's
But there's
only
only
been
been
two
two.
of them. There's only
There's
been
only
two,
been
and they
two,
happened
yeah.
in like a 5-year span of each other.
That's what like we have to be grateful for that because it's so rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
it's just so spontaneous, like that type of game, like, and like the thing about March Madness, Sammy, that I'm going back to your thing that you don't understand is they don't care who's on the other team. They genuinely
Yeah, I get
believe they
that.
could win. Like
Yeah.
FDU genuinely believe they could win, and their coach genuinely believed they could win, and whatever he like. They said the player. I watched interviews on the players saying how long their coach and like there was a whole like interview with him on
Yeah.
how long he stayed up watching Purdue film, and then he says in the locker room, "I watched them. That I know how to beat them," and then they win. They go on. They genuinely believe they could win, and they won. Like that's why I think that it'll happen, and someone will make a run.
Yeah.
It's because college players
No,
they don't
not-
care how much the other players played. They don't care.
but as the farther we go in this NIL era, the more I think these players will start to care a little more. It's just like the way they're seeing all these other college players get paid, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to be in that like threshold of money, and I think that's where it kind of starts to get a little interesting in which teams can make it far and make it run.
Yeah.
Even if a guy like goes to like a 13 seed team and he makes the Sweet 16, he's obviously going to probably transfer out because of NIL, but he still made that run with that team. So like
Yeah.
it's definitely possible, like easily possible.
I'm gonna say that one of my least favorite yet favorite March Madnesses of all time is that FDU season. You have FAU, you have San Diego State's run, you have Miami, Princeton.
Wasn't that
It
the
was just
Furman year over Virginia too? Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
definitely a lot of upsets.
And I kind of
Really?
liked it.
Yeah, it really ruined my bracket.
I loved it.
Yeah, I lost a lot of money.
Who won that year?
But-
UConn?
UConn over San Diego
Yeah,
State.
UConn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally though, my favorite of all time, fully biased, is the year that Baylor beat Gonzaga. It was the 2021.
So like COVID year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
when
when
the
Suggs hit that.
Suggs hit the
2021.
Would you
buzzer
say that's
beater,
the
yeah.
greatest buzzer beater of all time?
No.
And I mean,
Yes.
I guess for you and your
But fully
opinion,
biased.
that's a little
But
biased.
fully biased, but yes.
Not even close.
Like in college
I-
basketball?
I'm just
I know what
thinking
you're
there's
saying.
so many.
It's
so much better.
definitely Jenkins.
Yes.
It's definitely Jenkins, Chris, or Kawhi's. That prof pure buzzer beater. But in college basketball,
It's
my favorite's
Chris
obvious.
Jenkins. As much
I would
as
say-
I wanna,
That's the best year of March Madness ever. 2018, Chris Jenkins.
Yeah, that was unreal.
as much as I wanna like, I hate that moment. I have to give it
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
how iconic it was. Villanova's first championship, and for it to come on that, it's just like insane. And I feel a little
Like
more better
there was
about
just
it that UNC won
there
the
was
next
just
year.
so much good in 2021, like ACU beat Texas. Like it was just like it was unreal. It was
Oral
just so
Roberts.
Yeah.
Oral Roberts
Oral
beating
Roberts.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like, and this was a time where you had such weird teams as like high, like St. Bonaventure was a 9 seed and Colorado was a 5 seed. Like, you're not seeing Colorado nowadays be a 5 seed. Colorado's
Yeah.
not a basketball school. Like St. Bonaventure being within the 10 seed, like it's just like it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That was an insane year. I remember everything
That was
just at the
so.
bubble.
And
They
then
didn't even know if it would happen. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
it was amazing.
Would you guys say last year's March Madness was one of the worst ever?
It is the worst ever.
I don't.
That
think
in
it's
my
like-
lifetime. I don't know about the
Yeah.
other ones because in my lifetime it's the worst I've ever watched.
I really
Remy, it
dislike
depends how
last
you
year.
phrase that because maybe it didn't have as many Cinderellas, but that Final Four was absolute cinema.
Yeah, but
So it depends where you phrase it.
I feel like there needs to be like at least one Cinderella run to make a March Madness like great, and that they just didn't have it
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
The most we had was
Not
McNeese
and
over
like not
Clemson,
even a
that was it.
Cinderella, but like an 8 seed. Like I want to see
Yeah.
an 8 seed or a 10 seed. Like I don't need to see like a 13 seed or
Yeah.
15 seed.
Yeah.
But also, I'm kind of going back on this, but I think we have to look. Virginia is. I already said how Kansas and Kentucky. Virginia is the worst college basketball team in upset wise. Like they get upset so frequently.
Yeah.
That I genuinely could see them losing to Wright State. Like I would be like, oh, not shocked at all. They lost to Wright State.
They had
lost-
two
And it's
terrible
gotta be-
UMBC, and then they lost to
UMBC, Furman, and Ohio. Ohio
Like,
was a
it's
13
gotta
seed.
be-
And they beat them.
Yeah, in the bubble year. It's gotta be
Yeah.
something like, it's gotta be in those players' minds, like, especially like this year, like, you're going into another year making March Madness for the first time since that Furman game. Even though the players may not be on the team, you know what, like, you're representing. So you know,
Yeah.
like, the history of it. So I think it's definitely on their mind, and there's added pressure for sure.
Yeah.
But
I could see that Wright State game being really close, but hopefully Virginia
could be,
wins
for
because
sure.
I don't need
I'm
Virginia.
just so
I don't
excited.
need Virginia ruining my bracket for a fourth time. I don't need
Yeah.
that.
For us to, like, go to March Madness 2, like, that's gonna be so exciting.
awesome.
That's
Such
why
a
I'm more
cool
excited for
experience.
this. Like, there's a secret thing. Like, if I get to watch an upset of like Furman over UConn, that would just make my life, dude.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the
That'd
clips
be
of the
electric.
people like at the Villanova game over UNC? Like, that's just like, it's just like, have you seen the clip of this?
Core
The person
memory.
recording it, it's the security guard. And he's like guarding. He's like,
Yeah.
it's just unreal.
Watching off like the screens
Yeah.
on the. He was not even watching the game.
Yeah. I'm excited to see how it's different watching like a March Madness game in person compared to on the TV, because you get the excitement like on the TV and everything, checking the scores, everything, but to be in person, that atmosphere, like there's gonna be so many casuals just wanting great games, and if we can get one, that'd be like electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like
I really
very
hope so.
excited.
And I would prefer when we're getting our thing not to see a game that I'm not super excited about, like that UCLA UCF. I'm not super
Yeah.
excited about that game, but if we go,
Yeah.
I'm still going because that's still great. I would still be psyched to see that. But
It's like imagine like a Furman game winner. We have great seats too.
I know we have great
Yeah,
seats.
we do have
Just-
great seats.
But like I would rather see like a SMU ball out over Tennessee.
Yeah.
But like what I don't want to see is like Miami, Ohio gets to it and turns out they are actually just terrible
Terrible. Yeah.
and they lose to
Yeah.
Tennessee by 50.
I'd love
Yeah.
to see Miami, Ohio beat Tennessee though.
I would love that.
Seeing that.
I mean, we could we'll kind of see who they are at the SMU game, like
Yeah.
playing real competition. So
Yeah.
if they beat SMU, I think they could beat Tennessee. I think
Yeah.
Tennessee's not that good. All right, well, this is a great episode. Thank you, Remy, for joining.
Yep. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Hope we didn't talk too much about college basketball, but you guys knew this was going to be a college basketball episode. So, Sammy, any last words?
Nah, I'm just let the madness begin. Honestly.
Let the madness
Great.
begin,
Just too
bro.
excited.
Yep.
All right. Peace out, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.